The one thing that really stands out in my mind where I just saw God's hand at work was definitely Project Share Day. It was such a frustrating day. I mean, the trucks came in early, so things had to be unloaded earlier than we planned. And we had some additional families, so that had to be compensated for. We had to do some additional shopping and sort some boxes a little earlier than we thought. We were short of drivers for a while, but just to see people step up, and I just think that God had his hand all over that project. The whole day was just amazing to watch people work together, and people would come with a box. I mean, they would take a box and they would come and want to do another one. And just to see everybody willing to work together. And we started pulling people that had come in to do cleanup, to do the driving. Not once during the day did anybody say no. I mean, whatever was needed, whatever you asked of someone, yep, sure. I think it's absolutely important. I think it's important that we reach out to people. I think it's important that that people in the community see us as serving and not just going into a building and becoming the little church group, and that we don't care about the community, or we don't care about everybody, just our little group at Crossroads, but that we care about everybody. I think we're called to serve, and I think that if your heart's in the right place, that you'll just have that desire to serve, and you'll know when it's the right fit. You'll know when you're serving in the right place. And sometimes I don't always feel comfortable when I'm going to do some kind of a project. I sometimes think, well, I'm not going to be able to do this. But I did a presentation at the Women's Retreat, and it was just on a topic of answering life's hard questions. And when I was preparing for it, I just kept telling myself, what do I think I am to be doing this? I can't do this. I don't have the skills to speak to a group of women. I can't do this. And it was hard. It was hard preparing for it, and it was kind of nerve-wracking getting up to it. And after I did it, it was just wonderful. And I really felt like it helped me grow. You know, it wasn't comfortable to get up in front of people and talk, but it always comes through. God always comes through, and he gives us what we need. I mean, when we think we can't do it, anybody can do it. I mean, definitely shows that he's the one that gives us the tools that we need. He's the one that gets us moving, and we try to find excuses sometimes, and he's pretty good at sometimes taking away our excuses and just putting us out there. So many times I feel like I get more than what I give. Whether it's usher greeter and you get to see people come in, or any of the women's ministry studies, it just seems like I go there thinking I'm going to help, and then I just leave feeling like I got more out of it. I think if you've never served, probably it's a matter of fear, maybe thinking that you can't do it, and I'd say that you absolutely can do it. If it's fear holding you back, not to let fear hold you back, because God uses anybody who's willing to step out. He'll give you what you need to do it. He's already gifted us with different things that we have and different abilities. So I'd say just go for it. And the cool thing about Crossroads, if you go on a team and you find out it's not a good fit, it's not like you have to get fired or anything. You just decide it's not a good fit and move on to something else. And I've always found that anybody that I volunteered with was really great about helping you succeed. And then if you found out it wasn't clicking or it wasn't the right time, it was cool just to move on and do a different thing. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to sit and wait for that perfect thing, because, you know, maybe it's not usher greeter, maybe it's not women's ministry, but I can at least find my way while I'm waiting for the good thing or whatever the perfect thing is to be. If God can use me, he can use anybody. I mean, I hear people say that, but I really do think that, you know, because I've had moments where I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, or, you know, why would I be the one on that committee or leading that? But if everybody thought that way, then we wouldn't have anybody serving. Usher greeter is fun. I just don't think it takes a lot of, I mean, it's one of those things, just do it. I mean, if you like people, and if you can just smile and say hello, I think it makes a big difference when there are friendly faces to greet people. Maybe it's their first time, or they've had a bad week and it's the first friendly face that they've seen, I think it makes a big difference. And I think that, you know, it's an opportunity to be a reflection of God, to be out there for people to see Him and to make people feel welcome. Like I said, just, you know, and hopefully that people see that we're just regular people and that He uses regular people, and that if somebody's sitting there thinking that they can't do it, they can, definitely can. You get so much out of it that it really, when I think I'm going to do something, I do it because I think God wants me to do that, and I feel just really like, why not me? I can jump in and help. But afterwards, I always feel like I got so much more than I gave.